Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang. God Squad. It's what it is, man. Look, check this out, man. I usually don't talk about UFC shit or MMA shit, but on my Facebook, I've been getting a lot of flack pertaining to my comments about Ronda Rousey. So I'm going to put a video on my channel pertaining to all you Ronda Rousey fans. This video is dedicated to all you Ronda Rousey fans, okay? That no matter what, y'all want to vouch for this woman just like these fucking Wilder fanboys and these Earl Spence fanboys. Y'all want to vouch for this woman like she's a second coming of fucking Jesus, and she not, okay? As far as I'm concerned, Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are cowards when it comes to the fight game. Period. Y'all can sit there and give up all the accolades and all that shit all day long. You can do that shit till you blue in the motherfucking face. But I'm here to let y'all know right here, right now, Gina Carano. Now, don't get me wrong. I got love for Gina Carano. She's a beautiful woman. I love her and her movies that she's doing for Marvel. Beautiful. You know what I mean? I really love her in Deadpool. I think she's gorgeous in Deadpool. I really love her in Deadpool. But aside from that, her as a fighter, the moment she came across somebody who was a real challenge, who was a real threat to her, that really could fuck her up and did, she dipped. She left. She got out the sport completely and went to doing movies and shit. So Gina Carano, for that, you on some coward shit. That's not no real fighter shit. Real fighters, they get their ass beat. All right, they assess where they made the mistakes at, and they learn from it. They fix it. They come back better. You didn't do that, Gina. You didn't do that. So you get dubbed the coward as far as this fight game is concerned. Now, does that mean you can't fight, you can't handle yourself? That don't mean that. But that just means that when it comes to the fight game and you was put up against a top opposition opponent that could actually do to you what you've been doing to other people, and the moment that shit was done to you, you left. That's coward shit. That's coward shit. Period. If we not gonna let dudes slide for that, why the fuck we gonna let the women slide for it? Because y'all want the same love, the same admiration, y'all want the same respect that us men get in this shit. Well, guess what? You get the same judgment, you get the same critique, you get the same type of fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? You get the same type of, basically, you get the same type of criticism. That's the word I'm looking for. You get the same criticism that the men get. It's no different. So if a dude is coming to the fight game and he's killing the game, right? He's knocking fools out, submitting dudes, all the shit, right? Killing it. Winning the belt, all the shit, right? But the moment he comes up against a guy who can do the same shit to him, if not more shit, or better shit, and he get his ass beat and then he leave the sport, what we gonna say about dude? We gonna rip him up. He a coward. He's scary. He a pussy. He a bitch. He gonna be everything but what his mama named him. So you females are not exempt from the rule. You guys want to be treated as equals. Well, goddamn it, when you do some dumb bitch shit, you gonna get called out on it. Then Ronda motherfucking Rousey, you on some bitch shit for sitting there thinking that you one of the top best females of all MMA of all time, and you're not. Ronda Rousey is not the greatest MMA female fighter of all time. She's not even top 20. I promise you, by the time the females in the UFC get to a certain plateau, Ronda Rousey will not be considered a top 20 fighter of all time in MMA, bro. Trust me. And I'm speaking upon one championship, Bellator, and UFC. When you put all those different promotional companies together in the next maybe 3 to 5 years, I promise you, 10 is a for sure. But 3 to 5 years, I promise you, Ronda Rousey will not be nowhere in comparison to the women that will be in the game. She won't. Ronda Rousey, a coward. Coward. Soon as she fought Holly Holm, got kicked in the neck, didn't elevate her game to get better, none of that shit. She didn't do it. No, didn't happen. Then she go up against Amanda Nunes, who was a dog. who is a dog. And that Amanda Nunes fight really showed me something about you, Ronda. Really showed me something about you. You ain't no real fighter. You a great grappler. You could grapple your ass off. You could walk up on the bitch, get your hands on her, and do all kinds of little shit with her. If you're able to get your hands on her and control her. But if she's not allowing you to do that, oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. If you trying to grab her and she's 2-3 piecing your ass up, you're fucked. And that's what Amanda Nunes did to your whole ass. You was trying to grab her and she was piecing your whole ass up. Same shit with Holly Holm. You was trying to grab Holly Holm and she just fucking moved. She just used good boxing ring generalship on your ass because you don't know how to cut the ring off. You don't know how to throw your hands. You don't know how to set shit up with your feet in your hand. You don't know how to do none of that shit. All you know how to do is grapple. And the moment a fighter don't allow you to grapple them, you're garbage. You have nothing. It's just like Wilder with his right hand. The moment they take his right hand away from him, what the fuck he got? Nothing. Same things with your hoe ass. The moment they take your grappling away from you, you didn't have shit. You didn't. Same shit with Gina Carano. The moment you go up against a female that's physically more stronger and more imposing than you, you're fucked. Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, as far as the fight game is concerned, they are cowards. Period. The only reason why Ronda is in a sense is getting that Hall of Fame shit is because she was the first. She was the first big name in women's MMA. That I give her. But you as a fighter, you a coward, you can't. Because the first time you actually got tested, the first time you actually got them paws put on your whole ass, you ran to the WWE, which we all know is scripted. Which let me further know, Ronda, you a fucking bully. You a fucking bully. Because you came in the game, yes, you hit the game by storm because you was walking up on bitches, just grabbing them. Which lets me further know the skill set of these bitches really wasn't up to par. Because they shouldn't have been letting you walk up to them and grabbing them and armbarring them, tapping them, getting the fuck up out of there. But that's what you was doing. You was bullying bitches. Bullying bitches. Even had the audacity to call out Floyd Money Mayweather knowing good and hell well your whole ass ain't got no type of hands or feet. But you gonna call out arguably the best boxer of all time while he was active? Bitch, please. Fuck out of here. I give Ronda heat more than Gina because Gina just took her shit and left. She got on. After Chris Cyborg whooped her ass, she just went on off in the sunset and started doing movies and TV shows and shit. She didn't blink a bat of eyelash, nothing. She just took that ass whooping and cut. And nobody gave a fuck. Mind you, she's a former world champion with Strikeforce, all the shit. But when Gina left, it was nobody missed her. Nobody really gave a fuck. Nobody said shit. Ain't nobody having no Hall of Fame party for her because Gina Carano was Ronda Rousey before Ronda Rousey. Gina Carano was the most famous female fighter in MMA when there was Strikeforce and all that shit. That was way before UFC was what it is. UFC was out, it existed, but it wasn't the entity that it is today. Mainly, it was usually at that time, Strikeforce was pretty big. It was pretty big at that time. Strikeforce and WEC were pretty big, pretty decent. But Gina Carano fought on Strikeforce and was a former Strikeforce champion. So she was already big and Strikeforce was on Showtime. And so she was already getting notoriety and fame for being a female fighter in MMA. She was already getting the attention that Ronda got when she came to the game. Gina already got that shit. But guess what? Chris Cyborg came and fucked Gina Shine all the way up. All the way up. Okay? I give Gina Carano credit because she didn't bullshit. She got the fuck on. I still think you a coward for leaving after you got your ass whooped by Cyborg, but you went about it way different than Ronda Rousey whole ass. And everybody say, well, why you want to hate on Ronda Rousey or talk bad on Ronda Rousey, but you don't have that energy for Gina Carano? Let me tell you something. Ronda really left because she was getting her ass beat and she knew she couldn't compete. Her mom came forth and said that you don't need to be getting those beaters like that. You don't need to let people see you get beat up like that. People just want to see you get beat up. You in the fight game. Getting beat up is a part of it. You can't enter this shit and not expect to leave with no blood, no scars or nothing. That's a part of the game. People gonna want to see you get beat up. Whether you good, you bad, you ugly, people gonna want to see you get beat up. You gonna have fans that's gonna want to see you win, and you gonna have people that's gonna want to see you lose. That's a part of the game. It comes with the territory. It's the same shit when the bitch was doing judo. Everybody didn't want to see the bitch win. But because your daughter was getting her face fucked up, and she actually is an attractive individual to some degree, and you was seeing your baby get her ass beat, and she was not defensively sound to defend herself, so you was like, nah, I don't want to watch my kid get beat up, even though she grown as fuck. And she made the conscious decision to do this. Amanda Nunes whooped your ass, Ronda. Whooped you. Retired you. The moment you came across a fighter of an Amanda Nunes caliber, bruh, you cut. You a coward. If you was real about this fight game, you would have took that ass whooping. You would have licked your wounds. You would have even took a year off and just focused on getting yourself in better condition. Because all you did was just come in these fights in shape and mugging bitches, looking at bitches, trying to intimidate bitches, trying to scare bitches, because you a fucking bully. You a fucking bully. And the moment you got your ass beat, you left the sport because you a fucking bully and you a coward. Only bullies and cowards do that shit. Only bullies and cowards get their ass whooped and then leave and go do the same shit somewhere else. Bully people. Because you doing WWE, all you doing there is just bullying bitches. Bullying bitches. Because you can't bully bitches in the UFC like that. You can't. You only gonna be able to do that shit for so long before you run into a bitch that's gonna be able to beat your ass. That's just how it go in the real fight game. I wish it was like that in boxing, but these niggas too scared to put their fighters in there with top niggas. But anyway, Ronda, you a coward. I don't respect you as a fighter. As a jiu-jitsu practitioner, I give you that. I take nothing away from what you've done in judo and in grappling. You did that. You did that. But as a fighter, you suck, you can, and you a coward. And look at where you at now. In wrestling, in grappling, where you can be a fucking bully, where you can dominate, where you can be the better of opposition. You're not going to put yourself in a situation to test yourself, to face better opposition. You're not going to do that because you are not a true competitor. And people say, well, she did judo. If you was a real true competitor, when you lost to Amanda Nunes, you would have saw what you did wrong and you would have revamped yourself and came back better. But you ran to the WWE, to grappling, where you felt most comfortable. That's what you did. And now you sitting there having pleasantries, talking with Dana White, all that shit. Like it's all good in the hood. Because at the end of the day, Dana White got what he wanted out of you. He got the money. So he ain't really tripping. He don't really give a fuck. Hell, for all we know, Dana White could still be getting paid off of your fights because they own UFC. So he probably still getting paid with people watching your fights. So he don't give a fuck. He don't care. He probably getting residuals off of you. Or royalties. Whatever the fuck. But as a fighter, Ronda, you can. As a fighter, Gina, you can. And I'm not saying that based on the fights that you've won. I'm saying that based on how you lost. People do not really get judged based on how they win. People get judged and viewed on when they lose. Anybody could be the most humble, the most gracious, the most charismatic individual when they win. Or when they are winning. But can you be that same person? Can you keep that same humility? Can you keep that same humbleness in defeat? Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey, y'all didn't do that. Y'all lost, and y'all said, I can't compete. I can't beat these girls. You didn't even try. Gina, you didn't try. Ronda, you didn't try. You just lost, and you gave up, and you quit. So when y'all make those little motivational little videos or speeches about never quitting and all that shit, and y'all the biggest fucking quitting bitches out. It is what it is. The problem is, don't nobody call y'all out on y'all bullshit. Everybody just let y'all do fuck shit, and don't nobody call y'all out on it. And then when y'all are called out on it, it's we hating on you. No, it's true. Ronda, you a coward because when you got your ass whooped, you left. And if that was any other fighter that fought, like if Jorge Masvidal or Kobe Covington or Usman or John Jones, Daniel Cormier, if Daniel Cormier would have been washing foods, whooping motherfuckers up, right? And then when he fight John Jones, he get his ass beat and he retire. What would they say about DC? And he cried that first time he lost. So DC Cormier is dominating people, out wrestling them, out hustling them, pummeling dudes, whooping them. But as soon as he fight John Jones, he get his ass beat, crying in the octagon, and he retire after that. Do you understand the memes that will be put out on DC? Or even another one. If Conor McGregor would have said, you know what? Khabib is the man. I can't, if this is the top level, I can't beat the top level no more. I had my time. I ain't finna trying to fight nobody. He ain't finna fight no Cowboy Cerrone. That fight didn't happen. He just fought Khabib, got his ass beat, said, man, I can't fight at the top level. I'm finna retire. Fuck that. I got this money from Floyd. I just made the money off of fighting Khabib. I'm the highest. I'm technically the highest paid UFC fighter in the world. Man, I don't need to do this shit no more. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm Conor McGregor. I'm finna fucking retire. Y'all would have ate Conor McGregor ass up. So if y'all would rip Conor McGregor, if you would rip Johnny Bones Jones, if you will rip a Tony Ferguson, if you will rip a Jorge Masvidal, if you will rip a Kobe Covington, if you will rip a Usman, god damn it, we gonna rip, god damn it, Ronda motherfucking Rousey and Gina Carano too. You hoes ain't exempt. Y'all get the smoke too. Y'all full of shit, and your fan bases is full of shit too. Period.